Hello, GDQ.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
There's a bunch of people back there.
I'm TFT, and today I'm going to be doing a Death's Door true ending restricted run. We'll get into what that means when we get into the run. We'll have a lot of time. For now, I'll let my commentators introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Quacksilver. I like this video game the normal amount.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Happy by 3. I like this video game the large tattoo on the back of my left leg amount.
I'm Velociraptor. I like this game a medium tattoo on my leg amount.
And I don't have a tattoo. So I think with that, the only other thing is what the language is going to be for the game.
Absolutely. We have got Japanese with the win at $45 for the... Yeah, so Japanese is going to be the winner there.
All right. Should be...
You were on it.
There. Right there.
There we go.
Yep. All right. And I think with that, I'll be able to do a start in 3. A countdown 3. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, TFT.
Yay. Welcome to Death's Door. As all good video games do, this one starts with clocking into work.
I think we forgot our time card, actually, because we never actually clock in.
Yeah, we don't. We just kind of show up.
Yeah.
No, we walk through the metal detector. That guy takes care of it. He's fine.
He looks like he's on it, to be honest. Yeah. So this is Death's Door. Yeah, we're rolling up to our first day at work, and yeah, there's, as you can guess, there's like a lot of doors in this game. This is the first one. First thing that we're going to do is actually to be able to warp up to that door, we're going to do a save and quit, and then TFT is going to walk into the hitbox of the door and try to interact, and this is going to instantly put him through that door. And then right after that, we have like a tutorial level, and we're just going to skip through the entire thing because some of the walls in this game are just fake. So we can shoot that arrow through the wall, hit that button, and yeah, we have our first boss of the game, Demonic Forest Spirit.
Yeah, you're going to see a whole lot of save and quit in this game because when a door appears, the save and quit takes you to the last door you went through?
It depends, but yeah.
Depending on... but basically, it just means we can really reliably save and quit and know exactly where we're going to end up. And often where we end up is faster than walking there. So yeah, that was our first boss fight. Congrats.
Yeah, basically just designed, absolutely. Basically just designed to tutorialize the game a little bit. You also saw the sort of basic attack combo that is going to come up throughout most of the run, which is a heavy attack followed by 2 light attacks. The Crotagonist, as he is so called, has a 3-hit light attack combo, but there is a little bit of end lag after the 3rd attack. So by mixing a heavy followed by 2 lights, you can keep your damage up as fast as possible.
It takes the same amount of time, but does more number, which is... As we know, when number go up, that's good. That imposing figure on the bottom of the screen is probably nothing. It's not like he just clubbed us over the head a second ago.
I don't think he has any bearing on this run whatsoever.
No, unimportant.
So yeah, Roger, you want to talk about true ending a little bit?
Yeah, that's a really good transition.
Yeah, so the primary goal of this category is there are these 7 tablets of truth. TFT, you want to go back and pick up that soul orb? Okay,
I was going to wait till right now to say it, but yeah.
So there are a lot of errands that we need to run throughout this game. And probably the most tedious of those is you'll see that there are these seeds as well as pots kind of scattered around the world. And this is the healing mechanic in the game. Hopefully we won't be taking too much advantage of that, or hopefully we won't need to. So TFT is going to plant his first seed here. There are 50 seeds and 50 pots in this game. So much of our routing depends on just being able to get all of the seeds and all of the pots in the most efficient way possible. What you're seeing here is like a classic design piece of the game where you'll run into arenas with enemies with locked doors, and as you kill the enemies, the locks on the doors disappear, allowing you to pass through. There are also these other arenas that will lock you in. They have like set spawns for all the enemies, and TFT has memorized all of these. Yeah, not the best.
That's as good a place as any for a backpack.
Not the best RNG there, but he makes it work. So yeah, all of these spawns are completely memorized. There's basically a script that TFT is running in his brain right now to be able to dispatch all of these enemies in the most efficient way possible.
Yeah, and that is both the nicest and worst thing about the combat in this game. Everything being consistent like that means that if everything goes according to plan, it's great. It also means if one thing goes wrong, the entire plan is derailed, and things can compound pretty quickly.
Right. So the entire reason that we wanted to have Japanese is because Japanese, for some reason, is missing a wait trigger when Stedhone finishes that dialogue. So he starts moving about like a full second faster than any other language.
I played the game. We used to think that language choice didn't make a difference, and I just played in Japanese because I wanted to. And then I stopped running the game for a bit, came back, and people were like, hey, you were actually onto something. You just didn't know it.
You were just way ahead of your time.
Yeah, and I was far too bad at the game for anyone to notice that I was saving time there.
Nah, that 1 second matters deeply.
Yeah, that 1 second matters when you're like an hour slower than everyone else in 100%.
Absolutely. Something else that's interesting about the true ending category is Death's Door is a little bit unique in that there's an any percent ending where a whole like credits roll and then you're meant to go back into the game post any percent and get the additional second ending that is true ending. But thanks to some shenanigans that have been developed over the past couple of years, we are actually going to skip the any percent ending of the game entirely and just cut right to the true ending. As we get into our second arena here, you can see these mages that are spawning for a core element of the combat here, which is enemy projectile deflect. When the crow hits a projectile back at an enemy, it does double the damage of your attack that deflected it. So by fully charging a heavy attack and striking a projectile, you get double 3 damage. That's 6 whole damage, and that kills a lot of things.
A lot of stuff. I love when that works. I love if you those rollers when they spawn will just pretty much roll toward wherever you are. So TFT positioned himself a little bit up that way so that it just rolled to its own death. The other thing about mages that's important to know is, as we mentioned, everything spawns in the same place. For mages, that is only true one time. So if you don't kill a mage on its first spawn, it will go away and reappear somewhere random. So mages in arenas are particularly important to try and kill first try if we can, because if you don't, then it just becomes complete RNG.
It's also about a 4-second time loss for each mage respawn cycle, which, you know.
So this is the first like real boss, and we're doing a silly little thing here where we kind of position ourselves in the back corner of the boss so that when it does this phase transition, it pushes us back with it, and now we can just attack it from behind and avoid the hit boxes or the hurt boxes on a lot of the attacks.
That was so clean.
That was a really, really clean. I truly believe that boss is harder than any of the other bosses in this game until like Stedhone.
Stedhone.
So,
And notably, TFT unwedged himself from behind the boss because you see the back railing kind of disappears there. And if you are still behind the boss when it dies, some of the falling pieces do still have collision and can push you off the edge. And if you're at 1 HP, can kill you. Ask any of us
hey,
how we
if
know.
you're on camera right now and you've died there because you had 1 HP and fell off the back, raise your hand.
I would have raised it longer, but
Yeah. Very casually, this game also has Super Mario Sunshine-esque sewers. It's never explained, but we use it like a couple of times this run. But with this, we're coming up on our major plot of the game. We can explain it afterwards. Just know that that's Death's Door from the hit video game Death's Door. And Cherry, how are we doing at the host desk?
We are doing good, and we actually have an update for you too, because we have our current Choose the Weapon for Stedhone bid war that's open. We have $100 from Genesis. Greetings from the past to put us over here. Past in California. TFT, I am so proud of you for getting Death's Door back to GDQ. This game deserves so much love, and you and your amazing commentary team, both human and squid, shout out to Squid, are helping spread the bird game joy. Make sure to grab all the seeds, cronk all the levers, and show Jefferson all the coolest tricks. Good luck on the run. Less than 3.
thank you so much, Genesis. That's my wife, so.
That's a good point. We forgot to introduce Jefferson.
Oh.
This is Jefferson. We'll get to him later. He's got like a whole thing. We mentioned there's 7 tablets of truth, and one of them is explicitly just Jefferson's tablet of truth.
It's true, he owns it.
He owns it, yeah.
It's part of his religion, actually.
Yeah, and so that plot cutscene was basically explaining the any percent ending of the game, where you have to collect these 3 giant souls to open up Death's Door. from the hit video game Death's Door, you do have to say the full title every time.
Back in my day, we used to save and quit there because we thought it was faster.
Yeah, I know. It's wild how these things change.
We all just did it. It wasn't actually faster.
It's a good backup if you need to heal.
Yes, true.
But as said, we are completely ignoring all of that. So the way the bulk of the game is set up is each of the 3 main areas that does bear a giant soul has sort of an external world area and then a dungeon on the inside that's split into 2 parts. The first half of the dungeon is going to get you a spell to upgrade your kit, and the second half of the dungeon, the interior dungeon, is where the boss actually is. We don't care about the interior dungeons except for any seeds or other items necessary for true ending that are there. We're going to be skipping most of the interior dungeons. But this is our first sort of world area, the estate.
Do we have time for a quick update?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
We just crossed $130,000 raised in the first day and about a quarter or so at SGDQ 2026. Amazing work, y'all. And to help us get there, we had a $25 donation from Shresh Thananigans. So happy to see my favorite protagonist on stage and on the couch. Love you all.
Love you, Shresh. All right, so this intro area kind of introduces the mechanic for the upcoming dungeon, and we can light our arrows with the fire from the fire pits, and we use this to unlock things. Could be a door, could be a gate, doesn't matter.
Also, you may notice that we are on top of the architecture. We are not supposed to be. That was not intended behavior. If you kind of angle yourself the right way and roll kind of between that hedge and that pot, you go up onto the hedge and can go around, which helps us avoid a very long cutscene with a lovely little NPC named Pothead, who I think we still see in True Ending much later, but because of True Ending shenanigans, we don't see any of the first half of his plot line. We just see the back half of his plot line.
Mm-hmm.
And this also introduces a very core concept, which is that mages will follow you forever. Once a mage has spawned, if you don't kill it, as long as you're on the same map, they will continually teleport to where you are and keep harassing you. This is a little bit funny now when there's one mage, but remember this for later.
Well, that's Pothead at the bottom of the screen. We have once again ignored him. He's fine.
We can make use of those mages and their spawn positions. That's all I'll say about it for now.
And so, as you can see, we're angling a lot of arrows across these brazier puzzles. The finest minds of the Death's Door community did put all of their artistic talent together into these wonderful MS Paint diagrams. We're not artists. We are unfortunately gamers. However, this is the fastest way to do that brazier puzzle. This was years of R&D to discover that you can, in fact, shoot arrows in not the straight lines that the game tells you. I was about to say not straight lines. They do still go in straight lines. They do still fly in straight lines, but different straight lines. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
So yeah, a lot of the angles that we take for a lot of the fire pits that we're trying to light is actually to avoid spawning more enemies. Because even though we were getting mobbed by a couple of grunts and the mage, it can get a lot worse. So good work by TFT to mitigate all of the extraneous enemies there.
You may be thinking to yourself, you hit that one pot and a little guy came up, and then you hit that guy and it blew something else up. That looked very satisfying. It also feels really satisfying.
Can confirm.
Can I slide in with a quick dono?
Yes.
Absolutely, perfect. So an update on that bid war. Choose the weapon for Steadhone. Daggers has actually taken the lead at $275 with help from this $100 donation from Jeff. Absolutely loved this game and how fun the story was. So glad to see this game at GDQ this year. Go team. And that, from what I understand, that deadline is coming up for that Choose the Weapon for Steadhone super boss fight bid war. Daggers is in the lead, but anybody can come up and snipe that. So make sure to get your donations into MSF to help it out.
I, for one, am Team Hammer. It's my favorite weapon in the game. It's got a cool little chain lightning attack, and you never see it in speedruns. Unfortunately, I've been sicking TFT with Hammer at marathons forever now. So if people want to mix it up with other weapons, I get it. But for me, Hammer, please.
Awesome. Also, Cherry, I'll be so real, you never have to ask permission. Just yap at us. We'll shut up, I promise.
If I don't ask permission, I won't feel good. So I've got to go for that.
That's real. So we are now in our first phase 1 dungeon, the Ceramic Manor. The way the phase 1 dungeons are laid out is we need to collect 4 crow souls in order to open up, you guessed it, yet another door.
Point of order, phase 1-gens.
I will take this under advisement. But so the way Ceramic Manor is laid out, we have a key in each of the sort of main paths you can take on the dungeon that will unlock a door. It's very sort of quasi-sequential, but there are going to be these combat arenas for most of the crow souls, as well as these sort of pot puzzles. This here is actually a skip where we're going to shoot an arrow into a room that is a little bit loaded.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
You can do it from the previous room. We used to set that up from this brazier at the bottom of the room, and it's very precise and infuriating to do. And then somebody found out you can do it from the previous room, and also it's easier. I love when a strat is easier and faster.
We get those so rarely. So this enemy is called a Lickitung because the community is extremely creative. We're not artists, we're gamers. But that is the first Crow Soul arena. So that's 1 of 4 for this area. The way Manor specifically works is that the areas are actually sequential. So regardless of what path you go at the start of Manor, you will always just fight a Lickitung in the first arena, and then in our subsequent arenas, you will fight a Lickitung with some help.
Mm-hmm. Lickitung and friends.
Speaking of friends.
Hi, Grandma.
Yeah, luckily she doesn't have a huge impact on this run.
Shoutouts to Grandma No later in the schedule during Silly Block. This is a preview of Grandma No.
I will say Grandma No is a good summation of this grandma as well. Grandma's doing some unethical experiments. This is our second room with a diagram strat.
This one, we had the audacity to put small colored dots on the screen as well. This was several additional years of R&D. But what's notable about this room is, as you can see very clearly on the diagram strat, at the start of the room, TFT had to run very quickly at the beginning of the cycle in order to get a running pot to explode against a wall and get one of the keys that we needed right at the start of it. If you miss that, you have to sort of awkwardly wiggle across the hallway cabinets, I guess.
Like the bookshelves, yeah.
Yeah, the bookshelves. That's the word I'm looking for. And we hit it. It's just that easy.
Yeah.
It's one of those strats where doing the backup takes exactly long enough that you feel ashamed of yourself. You're like, everyone's watching me do the backup strat, and it just feels terrible. So this Lickitung has friends in the form of...
Yeah, this happens sometimes.
In the form of a ladder.
in the form of a y-axis.
Do you never use your friends as a stepping stool like that?
I try to avoid it.
Try not to, yeah. They don't deserve this.
Notably, the grunt enemies will keep spawning until the Lickitung is defeated. So you have to focus down the main boss.
Okay, nice. Very nice.
Cherry, you got one for us?
Oh, I do. I have a big update. Quack, you'll like this. We have a Magic donates $100 to MSF. So you're setting a big record tonight, right? Happy to be supporting the early shift. It looks like you'll need a big hammer, though, and that is what happened. Hammer has taken the lead at 300, and that has closed. So hammer is going to be the choice weapon for Stedhome.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you so much, everyone who donated to make that happen.
So the Stedhome fight is quite a ways away, but we are locking that in around this 20-minute mark because we need to get the hammer, and we need to route around having a hammer at the time that we Stedhome. So depending what weapon we got, we may have had to route to get it pre-Stedhome, so we just wanted to be safe about that.
Yeah, and every weapon is in a different area of the game and requires more or less additional platforming and exploration to get to. It is very fun casually to collect them all. So shout outs to TFT for juggling 4 little mini routes of this game in his head so that he could collect any given weapon and fight the hardest boss in the game with it. And while I was giving that
That's the hardest
explanation,
boss in the game.
that is just pure iframe abuse. That attack looks very scary, but only has a hitbox for a little bit of it. If you time a roll into the hitbox, you can just stand there and wail on that mini boss, and your reward is the worst area in the game.
Yay, congrats. It's the worst room. This is Imp Loft. You may see all of these little guys floating around. These are imps. That was really lucky. That didn't hit anybody.
Yeah.
That was awesome. The imps love to get in the way of your arrows, so you're trying to kind of, do the brazier thing we do where we cut a corner to go faster, but then an imp is in your way, and so your arrow hits an imp instead, and then the imp hits you, and then another imp hits you, and then you only have 4 health, and you die.
And notably, the imps can hit you through walls, but you can't hit them.
Yeah.
It's one of the only places in the game where the walls are entirely solid. What is this nonsense?
Yeah. Imp Loft is terrible.
Yeah.
That was a very good Imp Loft. That was a very good... I was like, you know what? Let's not finish the thought fully until you've left.
It's not over until it's over.
I always forget that this is like actually kind of a platforming game, and then you get to this section and you're like, oh right, there's platforming, and I need to like actually be careful and think about what I'm doing.
Yeah, and something we didn't actually talk about at the very start of Manor is the stat upgrades in this run, because TFT is one of the people who has helped reroute this game in terms of stat upgrades for better, or in my washed opinion, for harder. Basically, in the very early days of the run, we used to max out on our strength stat. The protagonist has 4 different stats. And over the evolution of the run, we have cut a bunch of strength upgrades, but TFT also pioneered grabbing a single upgrade in haste, which, as you might guess, for a speed run, generally having your crow go faster is good, but less good than you might think. We just get the 1 upgrade and it sort of carries us through the run. But it also does affect your roll, so it's nice to have, but if you're learning the category, it can be a bit of a muscle memory breaker. Ask us how we know.
Yeah, but that's one really cool thing about Death's Door in general. This game is like 6 years old now?
5
years old?
Came out in 2021.
21? Okay. Yeah. So like game is 5 years old now, and there are still discoveries and reroutes happening, and like active community members working to constantly improve it. Like this game is so alive for a 5-year-old $20 indie game. It's amazing.
I mean, as little as 2 weeks ago, we were still rerouting this category.
It's my understanding that there are 2 things in this route that we did not see last time we did a practice run.
Yeah.
Which is harrowing.
And
apparently one of them, our old friend Mage Hook's back.
Okay.
That's what I said. I was like,
We are coming up on the end of our first phase 1-gen. I took the note.
Thank you.
And at the end of each of them is this little treasure chest. And pay close attention to the protagonist as he explores this treasure chest. This will be on the test later.
we worked so hard for this. I hope nothing goes wrong. Beans.
Pranked. Thank you for the muted oh-no's on the back couch at 4 a.m. Y'all are my favorite. This is Avarice. It is, at the end of every Phase 1-gen, it is basically set up like any other arena in the game. There are always 4 waves. It's sort of a remix of enemies you saw earlier in your journey. Notable difference, at the end of each wave, one of these 4 braziers will light up. They do inflict damage if you stand near them when they light up, including the final one, which can kill you before you get credit for the Avarice.
Raise your hand if you finished an Avarice with 1 health and then died to a brazier. Really? Never? I'm so jealous.
Wow, built different.
It must be nice. This is also the coolest music in the game.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I think best comes down to preference, but this is the most like, that was cool.
All my
For
homies
sure.
love 7-4.
We love 7-4 in this house.
Okay. We got good Lickitung RNG, and that was
Do some
very well
spinnies
handled.
to celebrate. Yeah, the Avarice fights are really, they're going to look pretty easy because TFT is good at video games. but they are like a culmination of everything you've done in the Phase 1 gym to like celebrate, sort of, and challenge you one more time before you move into the inner sanctum of whatever dungeon you're in. And in order to get us into that inner sanctum, they grant us a new spell. So the first one is fire. So now we don't need existing fire to light braziers. We can just do it with our little fireball spell.
And most notable about the fireball spell, if you charge up the fireball spell, because it's got a little bit of like hang time before you can actually cast the fireball, but if you charge up the fireball and then cancel it, the protagonist just claps a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to see that coming up.
This is a very good video game.
It's a really good video game is the thing. Every time, I can't watch people run this too much because I like simply don't have time to get totally sucked into Death's Door again right now.
I know, it's so
But every time I
dangerous.
watch someone run it, I'm like, oh man, I should learn TE. I should start running this game again.
You should start running. You specifically should start running this game again. While we move into
I'm
our next
unemployed right
world
now, why not?
area, Cherry, what's going on with you?
I have got so much quack. We have $500 to MSF from Blue Cheetah. Hello, Pancake Pal. You've got this TFT, put simply.
Thank you so much.
We've also got a $50 donation from Nicole. Say hi to Jefferson for me. And then they have the ever opinion, crows are not water birds. So y'all make sure to get your crow nations in, does that work? For our current incentive that is open, the Choose the Character Bid War for Absalom, which is coming up after this. We have 4 options, so they will all change how that run is going to go and how the runners have to pick it. Currently in the lead is the Frog Wizard Brome, but the Dwarf Ranger Carl, Halfdoll Cider are all very there, and it is a very snipeable incentive, so make sure to get the donations in. And I hear that the runners kind of like Carl, so maybe we can get Carl pumped up there, chat. I believe in y'all, so.
That's our son, Leg Day.
Why is he called Leg Day? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it says on the tin. Look at those things.
So this is our second external area, the Overgrown Ruins, and it is where the isometric nature of the game really starts to mess with your head. There's a lot of paths in this area that kind of loop back on themselves. There's a lot of seeds obscured by boxes and geometry. It is a place to get lost. It is kind of the most Metroidvania-y the game gets.
It is also the place where we will start to kind of abuse that isometry to just fully skip things. Because turns out the foreshortening that you have to do to make isometry look right means that some of the hitboxes are not quite what you would expect, and you can just kind of roll from one thing onto another thing in ways that skip large portions of the game. We'll get to one in a second. You'll see what I mean.
Yeah, this is one of the best isometry skips ever, maybe, coming up in a little bit.
Oh,
Clean.
so satisfying.
So there's a little isometry skip here going around this wall.
Oh no, this is the best one.
That's
The
the
wall
best one
just
because
isn't
it's
real.
so easy to do.
It's,
so
you
easy.
can walk around that with like a 5-mile gap. It's so funny.
Crows are not water birds, but they are still birds. Like,
That's
the
true.
protagonist can just fly around that. Like,
We're going to fly through this village right here, actually.
yeah,
Another
this is
isometry
a
skip.
very hard. Oh my god!
Oh,
getting that first
so
try is
clean.
actually infuriating.
That's what, like, so one of the reasons for getting the haste upgrades is because it makes a lot of the isometry skips a lot easier. So cutting some of the corners or like making tight rolls, definitely easier with the haste upgrade because it does increase your roll length and your roll speed by about 5% on the first upgrade and then another 5% on the second.
Yeah, normally my job as a commentator would be to be like, yeah, so if we don't do that skip, here's what you have to do. It's been so long, I don't actually remember.
You walk through the village.
What
That's
to
why it's
do.
village skip.
Ah,
Yeah.
and you see Mom in her infuriating.
We'll get there. We'll get
Yeah.
there.
You're mad about
spoiling it.
This is your, 3-minute warning for discourse?
3-minute warning for instrument discourse.
Musician discourse.
I'm so ready for this rant.
Something else that we have not yet talked
love
about
that
is
tiny
these,
little ladder.
is these bomb flowers that are scattered throughout the ruins. For every enemy we're going to see in this area, the projectile from the bomb flowers will kill it instantly. So a lot of the combat routing in this area is just making the flora do as much of your work for you as possible. level. The bomb flowers are also necessary to break these breakable walls because we do not have a way to do it ourselves at this time.
Yeah, I wonder what the spell that we're gonna get after the second, whatever, inner dungeon.
Phase One-jin.
Phase One-jin?
I took the
Avarice
note.
at the end of Phase the One-jin.
Phase the One-jin?
Phase the One-jin.
Phase the One-jin is my favorite K-pop band.
I was gonna say Phase the One-jin is my favorite roguelite.
Oh, that's
So this is the best arena in the game because it's just satisfying. You just use the bomb flowers for everything, and it's fun.
Fun in a video game?
Yeah,
We're allowed to have that as speedrunners sometimes. It's great.
I don't know about that.
That, unironically, something I love about Death's Door is like I've played a lot of video games where the prevailing opinion of the speedrun community is like, oh my god, this game. Like I like speedrunning it, but this game. And like everyone who runs Death's Door is like, dude, I love this game so much.
No, we love this game
game's
so much, except for, hey, Chad, what was the instrument, the musical instrument that TFT picked up? Vote now on your phones. We're going to hear it in like 30 seconds.
I will note, the instrument you just saw has a tuba mouthpiece and is shaped roughly like a bass clarinet.
And it looked kind of like a soup ladle. Vote
What
now.
sound do you think it will make?
I hope you're ready for this. We're going to deliver it to the Forest Mother in order to open up our Phase One-jin for this area. Everyone, please take a moment for some smooth jazz.
So yes, if you voted alto flute, congratulations. You somehow got it right.
You are winner.
If you want to if anyone in the chat right now owns or will make an alto flute that looks like that, call me.
Like, to give you the alto flute?
Please.
Or to date? Like, it was like, if you can build an alto
If
flute.
you can build an alto flute, saxophone, soup ladle, call me.
TFT, I noticed you planted one of the seeds
Yeah, they
a
should
little
be-
early.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
We have one extra seed, so the routing should be good.
Okay.
Yes. There's one person on this couch who is good at this video game still, and so all routing issues will pass through Velociraptor.
I mean, it's not on us. They rerouted the category since arriving here.
They do just keep changing things.
I just go here, man.
We're just trying to go fast, you know?
And we love you for it. So
spiders.
yeah, the dungeon here introduces us to both casual player and speedrunner's least favorite enemy. We'll start with the speedrunner's least favorite enemy. That is these spiders. These spiders, every time you get into their zone, have a 50% chance of just saying, no thank you, I do not want to die today, and hopping away from your sword swings. It's pure RNG, and some days they just have it out for you. It's absolutely miserable.
Though I am still a little convinced that it's not RNG for Vareem. Like, for whatever reason, spiders just behave for Vareem.
Check him PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing there are no more spiders in this run, right?
None.
Smiling.
About that.
So that's a fun little, you didn't notice the mechanic because again, TFT good at video game, but those braziers with that kind of like teal-ish minty flame, you have to light all of them within a certain time frame. The puzzle is like, get the braziers within the time before they reset. But that's a non-issue when you kind of like cheat the corners. You're supposed to like get one, hit the bomb flower, blow up the thing in the middle, then get the other one. And actually, I think you're supposed to blow it up and get both with the same shot. Like casually, that's the intended strat, but we don't need to do all that.
Yeah. And there in that second Crow Arena, we saw the destroyer of many a casual playthrough. It is, I think, like the biggest hallmark of graduation into being a Death's Door speedrunner, and that is those Hammer Bro enemies. Again, we're not creative, but the Hammer Bros are absolutely brutal casually. Their attack radius is deceptively large, and they will like hit you and then hit you again as soon as you come out of iframes. But there is a very nice, very clean pattern to absolutely wipe the floor with them in speedruns. Nice little isometry skip there. Yeah,
Another
this,
one right now. Yep.
nice. But so Hammer Bros are like, it's a very powerful moment for like, oh yeah, I do speedrun this game.
Yeah, the first time you do a run and feel like every Hammer Bro is easy really is a magical, like, oh, am I getting better at this? Like, very satisfying.
Yeah, but real quick before we get to the fourth and hardest arena, Cherry, how you doing?
Oh, I am doing good, and the Death's Door community has showed out, so I have to show some love here. I've got $100 from Will's Dunes, about to board a plane back to my hometown of Minneapolis, represent, after an amazing weekend in Ireland with my beautiful partner, Alyssa. Both of us love Death's Door to death, and we're sad to be watching this fantastic runs from opposite ends of the airport, but at least we're luckier than the runners to be up at a normal hour. And I'm super lucky to be able to spend this event in person when I land. I love you, Alyssa, and we love you, MSF and GDQ. Thank you so much for your generosity. That is incredible for supporting this mission. On the opposite end of that spectrum, I have $25 from Cole Olabry. Cole! So the Crow Nations are coming in. I've also got $25 from Ikaru. Good morning, TFT, and good morning, GDQ. I just woke up, but I had to donate for a Pancake Pal. Good luck and stay speedy.
Thank you so much, everyone.
I am one more Pancake Pal donation away from getting pancakes after this.
Oh, that sounds so good. Wait,
on Hell's Kitchen, like a couple blocks away, has those like lemon ricotta pancakes.
Chat, please donate for us. We want pancakes, but we won't do it unless you give money to MSF. This arena is the bane of my existence. The final wave of this arena in particular is going to be 3 Hammer Bros that spawn on opposite ends of this narrow bridge. It is one of the most infamous arenas as you are learning this game. We're going to watch TFT absolutely handle it right now.
We were talking a little bit earlier about skips that are named after community members and such. There is a skip that we will not see here, but if you end this arena with 1 health in some of the routes, you can do what's called a thistle skip, which is after you get this crow soul, if you roll into the water at the same time, you die, but you also get the soul and it resets you back, so it actually saves you some time. Shout outs Thistle Do. There are also happy strats, which is when you just die on accident.
I've never just rolled into the water and died after defeating all of the enemies.
No, it's fine. Yeah. And now is our side quest to pick up Hammer, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I have to do a couple chores here real quick, but
yeah,
after that
so
we'll go on.
Thank you so much to everyone who donated. We raised like over $300 for Hammer alone in that bid war. It's like I said, it's my favorite weapon in the game. It's little blue lightning. You love to see it. And so now we are on that path.
When are we just gonna mod in a choose your weapon at the beginning so we can do Hammer Hundo runs?
Hey, Death's Door community, you're watching. Get on that.
So we have like a kind of a substitute for that. It's called Weapon Relay.
Oh.
Yeah. It's this arbitrary category that we made up where just as soon as you can pick up a weapon, you go and pick it up and equip it.
Quack, did you know people can make up speedrun categories?
That's crazy.
There's a song in my heart.
Shout-outs Make Your Own Victory.
Hey, thanks. If you make up your own speedrun category, unironically call me, but specifically at gdq.gg/hotfix.
I always say this, and it always sounds like I'm sucking up, but I unironically mean it. It's my favorite hotfix show. I love Make Your Own Victory. I just love making up speedrun categories. I think it's very easy to be like, I'm supposed to speedrun a certain way. I'm like, no. Just pick a game you like and a way you like to play it and do that. You can do whatever you want. They can't stop you. And shout outs to Death's Door for being one of many, many speedrun communities that is near and dear to my heart for having an off leaderboard category extension spreadsheet where people make up nonsense, put it on a spreadsheet and speedrun it. Anyway, pay very close attention to the protagonist here. Our boy has learned fear. We actually met because of the category extension spreadsheet.
That's
Yeah.
true. I forgot
Many
about
moons
that.
ago.
Like a million years ago. Play video games wrong, y'all.
Play video games wrong.
And hey, you can play video games wrong as fast as TFT.
I play video games wrong when I'm trying to play video games right.
But so Avarice 2, because of the route of the speed run for this game, where we do every phase 1-gen first, and in this case, we're really only doing the phase 1-gens, casually you're sort of supposed to go through the dungeons sequentially, like phase 1 and then phase 2. But since we don't do that, we are going to get some kind of out-of-sequence enemies here that are a little bit sneak peeks instead. But it's still a remix of a casual playthrough. Generally, you'll just sort of have to take my word for it, and then also play this game yourself.
Getting all those mages first phase is very, very nice. But yeah, a bunch of these enemies are supposed to be like, remember all these enemies that you fought? Now you have to fight all of them. And in the speedrun, we're like, I don't actually. I've never seen that man in my life. Jefferson, you got too many tentacles, dude. They keep getting all tangled up when I try to move.
And as Roger so subtly spoiled a little bit earlier, our reward for beating Ava 2 is going to be a way to break those breakable walls ourselves with the bomb spell. Bomb is notable in a couple of ways. One, it takes 2 pips of magic in the top left corner as opposed to our other spells, which take 1. And additionally, the bomb does just a hefty chunk of damage from range. So there are like a couple of arenas where being able to nuke someone for triple your base sword damage is going to be huge in our upcoming phase 1-gen.
Yeah. That's a good pro tip if you're into esports. Doing triple damage is good.
Yeah.
True facts.
Something else important about the bomb is that it enables this trick called early night, which is what trims off 30 minutes from this category and prevents us from having to actually do the any % ending for the game. And yeah, we'll explain that a little bit later. It's not important right now.
Yeah, but while we move to our third area, Cherry, how are the Cronations?
They are coming in. I tried to think of a crow pun on the fly there. It didn't happen. We've got $25 from Anonymous. The couch needs pancakes, so chat will give pancakes. Thank you so
I'll
much
get
for your
pancakes.
donation.
Love pancakes.
We also have $10 from Little Crochet. Longtime viewer, first-time donator. Just had to donate as a fellow crow to support an amazing cause. Thank you so much. And we love the crow support here during this run. Also have $500 from Pythagoras. Could not miss my man TFT's run at SGDQ. Good luck on the run.
Thank you so much.
This community rules.
Community
I
rules.
love the Death Star speedrunning community
good
so
rules.
much. I also do like community shout-outs. The Death Store Discord, it's the main Discord. It's also got all the speedrunners in it. It also has the best emotes. They're all of this protagonist. He's a little guy. It's perfect.
This character's name is Barb,
Love you, Barb.
canonically trans character.
Canonically trans. Trans writes in the chat, please and thank you.
Looks up at stream to see the trans right button get pressed. That one.
But Barb has a song in her heart. Unironically, she spends this entire dungeon working it out. And then some, I guess.
The faster you get at this game, the more impressive that gets. Because, like, you finish the dungeon in, like, 2 minutes, and Barb's like, I wrote a whole song.
I wrote my
And you're
magnum
like,
opus.
in less time than the song takes? That's incredible.
Well, she's actually faster than us because you're going to see in the next room, she's already there.
Yeah,
How did she do that?
Barb transcends time and space and has teleported into the dungeon.
For too long in indie games, we have fixated on trans women can double jump. But have you heard of trans women can teleport several areas ahead of you?
It's true.
So Castle Lockstone is focused on these switch puzzles where you have to hit the switches in order. They light up one at a time. This room also features, we don't have it on the whiteboards here, but the diagram strat that probably magnetized me to this game the most. It's, hey, you've seen terrible MS Paint drawings. You can picture it in your head. Please picture it in your head right now. Shout outs to Museus and Lat and like Vareem, the OG Death Store speedrunners, for their work on this game with or without art skills.
Foxy. Thistle we already mentioned. I'm just gonna say names the rest of the run as I think of them.
That was a super clean Crow Soul, by the way.
Really clean. Yeah, it's very cool. This game's been active for so long that we've gone through like cycles of active runners, but like the old folks tend to also still like stick around and hang out. And so we've got like the OG swath of runners and then kind of like me and Quack's graduating class and like
Yeah, we're Death Door sophomores.
yeah
And
like
then the new kids on the block
new
came
kids on the
in, took
block.
all the strength out of the category.
Took all the strength upgrades
destroyed
out.
it by like 15, 20 minutes.
and we were like, but I have to keep the same number of hits for the grunts in each area. And they were like, okay, Grandma, let's get you to bed.
So that right there, this arena is like the pinnacle bomb strats arena. First, TFT uses it to snipe some of those mages all the way across the arena. And then coming up in a wave here is going to be a gold hammer bro, who just is one of the biggest health sponges in the game for an enemy. But we can use the bomb to hit both hammer bro and shield, because I don't think we mentioned you have to break the hammer bro shield before you can actually kill the enemy. And that was so smooth.
I love the charge heavy to avoid the floating point error on the lead archer. Very clean.
The hammer bro shield is kind of negligible for the normal hammer bros because one heavy breaks it. So when you know they're coming, you can prep a heavy and the shield's basically gone immediately. But with that one, it takes 2 bombs to break it. So that one's not at all negligible.
And the splash damage also hits the actual hammer bro because they have separate health pools, the shield and the hammer bro. So it's pretty nice.
Do we have time for a quick update and some donuts?
Please.
Let me tell you, we actually have some instrument donations coming in. We have
goodness.
$20 from Alara. I don't know about an alto flute in the shape of a trombone ladle. How about a violin harp in the shape of a cello fork? First time donor, UK watcher, love Death's Door, loving the run and the couch. Great vibes, eat all the pancakes. Thank you so much for your donation. And a reminder to make sure if you do donate, to apply your donation to the current open bid war, choose the character for the Absolem run that is coming up right after this run. Currently in the lead is the Frog Wizard Brome with $60, but that is very, very close. We have Dwarf Ranger Carl behind in 45, and then the Dark Knight Galandra at 25, and then actually 25 again for the Half Doll Cider. That is a very, very open bid war, so make sure to apply them whether you on the gdq.gg donate page or whether you're using the Twitch charity tool as well. You can make sure to apply your donation there once you complete that setup. So make sure to get those donations in because that is going and it is coming up quick because TFT's making this look very
I know
easy.
the runners told you which one they liked. Did they tell you which one they don't like?
So there was Birch was playing some mind games for sure because I called. No, they wouldn't. Carl, I think, is the runner's pick for sure. So chat, y'all can do that, but I know that the frog support is also real because Brome is real.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Birch. I'm sorry.
Bully my friends.
I love you both, but it's little guy hours. We gotta grow the frog's lead. If you have not seen the Frog Babies prize that I think Melavara sent in, it is so good. It's frog o'clock gamers.
It's Frog O'Clock Gamers. Speaking of, there is a frog in this game.
This is true. We didn't get to talk about King of the Swamp in Dungeon, but we will talk about him later in Flooded Fortress, I guess. I also do want to go back a little bit to the instrument donation and just zoom back in on Happy, who is trying to work out the described instrument live on stage. I didn't want to let that pass. Thank you for understanding. Meanwhile, TFT is just like clearing out Castle Lockstone like it's nothing.
Yeah. We just have one more Crow Soul, and then we're going to go on to our third Avarice and get our final spell of the game.
And then it's a little bit after that before we watch a really long static PNG.
Oh,
right?
yes, this is true.
It happens in that room, but I think it's a little later.
Yeah, we'll show.
And that there was, I believe, a brand new bomb strat, or a relatively new bomb strat.
Yeah.
In, I don't know, I'm still on geological time and y'all are changing things 24 hours ago.
I believe that was
Jurassic over here.
So shout out to Shresh.
Yeah, shout out to Shresh who donated earlier. The Death Store community, we will keep saying it until the end of this round. We also have not mentioned, because we've been memeing, but this enemy that TFT is squaring up with right now is in fact called, and get this, a halberd. I'll go, my Uber's here.
Real. I like that crow Soul is hanging out over his own skeleton, sort of like, can you believe this?
I think a lot of them actually have their skeleton just chilling there. It's fine. We're not
Oh
gonna see
my
anymore.
god, we never talked about. Okay, sometimes in the top left corner it says skipping. I don't think
Oh,
we
the
ever talked about
dialogue
that.
skipper?
That is a dialogue skipper that was built by a community member, so that we don't have to mash through dialogue and ruin our hands. It is, as all good dialogue skippers are, slightly slower than fully optimal. So if you are a sicko who wants to be fully optimal, you have that right. But for the rest of us, it's not worth like 1 second of time save to destroy our hands doing our calisthenics. We're ready. We're ready this time.
The crow has unlearned fear.
I like when you like
The little
bring
dive,
it.
yeah,
dive
it's
in,
so
bring it on,
good.
dude.
Those are my favorite animations in the game.
You can't hurt the protagonist in a way that matters.
All right, so
That's a really annoying mage enemy that you're never going to have to see why it's annoying because we just kill it as fast as humanly possible.
We'll see about that.
Well, true, there's one in Ava 4.
Or 2.
there's 2. That's fine.
It's in one wave as well.
So Ava 3 does sort of part with the remix theme because it features some of these off-the-wall enemies. Notably, in the final wave of this is an enemy that is also a bit of a casual destroyer, but for speedrunners, what TFT is going to do is just attach the protagonist to its left hip because this enemy is right-handed and has a wide turning radius. Oh,
Although it's not with the settings we have currently.
I was going to say, the rate at which that, we call it a smo because it looks like a smo from Dark Souls. The rate at which it turns around like that, it did like the 180 and just smacked TFT. That's frame rate dependent. So,
So GDQ's computers are too strong. They
Too
killed
good.
the run.
yeah.
lobster too buttery, smo too fast.
Smo too fast.
While we run this back, Jerry, if there's anything from the Coronation desk, let us have it.
Oh, there is. I have the Coronation people have been coming up. I also have to tie this one in because we've got our character bid war open for Absolem. $15 donation from Anonymous. Tadpoles? Question mark. Are there tadpoles in this game?
Probably. I mean, there are frogs, and at some point they had to be tadpoles.
Does the Frog King have children? Death Door lore heads.
Quack, I've got one Couch is gonna love here. I've got $5 from Phoebe. Trans woman here. Give me a 1.0 copy of Ocarina of Time and a controller, and we'll see how far ahead trans women can teleport.
That is an
That's amazing.
all-time GDQ donation, and I'm heartbroken it happened at 6 a.m. on a Monday.
That was Phoebe, you said? Phoebe, you're my hero.
Phoebe, I'm begging you to speedrun Death's Door so we can become friends.
Crowded
Is that
chat,
a
can we get a trans rights for that? Come on.
Yeah,
That was...
trans rights
Chris.
now and forever and always.
The thing is, we're not going anywhere no matter how mad you get about it, so sorry. Trans people will exist long after you,
And we'll be better at video games than
and
you.
we'll be better at video games. Well, not this one.
We still have like 7 reroutes up our sleeve.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I,
Are you good?
Are you chilling? Well,
You're hovering over the keyboard instead of touching your controller. Is this? Are you cool?
And we can cross lied about an intentional death off the GDQ bucket list.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's on
very
the bingo
much.
card for
Thank
sure,
you
yeah.
very much. Please rate 5 out of 5 stars. We're all actors. No, we intentionally die there in order to just warp back to the Hall of Door. The center of the Hall of Doors a little bit faster. Now armed with our Hookshot spell. Hookshot spell is the reason that basically every speedrun of Death's Door does all the phase
can
ones
hookshot
first.
to that?
We want to.
actually, fun fact: if you hookshot like while you're right up against the cobwebs, you'll clip through it, and that's a major
Whoa.
glitch. Yeah,
Interesting.
Oh,
it's very easy to do by accident. Yeah.
love
That is, we don't consider it a major glitch in other places, but yeah, I assume it is related to the way hookshot work, where hookshot does this cool thing where all your projectiles don't have collision with quite a few walls, like a lot of walls will allow your projectile to go through. But after you hook shot to something, as you are being pulled with the hook shot, you too are projectile. So if the wall does not have collision with projectiles, it also doesn't have collision with a crow on a hook shot. So we can just hook shot through some walls, which is very helpful.
Yeah, and between that and the general movement speed upgrade, because hookshot notably does not cost magic, every speed run of this game routes to hookshot as fast as possible so that you can zoom around the map.
Yeah, isn't the like unrestricted any percent just like get hookshot percent?
Yes.
Get hookshot, win game.
So TFT is setting up a trick called Early Night here. You saw him void out. That's because it gives us like a slightly better frame data on our rolls, and that's going to help us get up onto this railing that you're going to see. We're going to walk along this railing and get to a specific spot, and off screen there is a bell tower that you're supposed to obtain a rusty key, and it'll unlock that tower for you, and you can hit the bell at the top of that tower. But instead of doing any of that, because that requires beating the game, who wants to do that? We can just carefully place the bomb and hit it from that railing, and that's Early Night. And that allows
fully saves 30 minutes.
Literally 30 minutes.
Unbelievable that you got every part of that first try.
That's awesome.
That's ridiculous.
So it's the kind of trick that makes me both remember why I love speedrunning and also think maybe speedrunning was a mistake.
Yeah. 100%. So now, congratulations, we've legally beat Death's Door. If you're mad about it, play the game yourself.
Yeah.
And
you have technically beat any percent.
Yep.
Kind of.
And with that, we are now in the fetch quest zone for the 7 tablets of truth in order to complete True Ending.
Where are you going?
Oops, not that way.
Not that way.
Not that way.
So yeah,
There is an
I
app
always
donation.
forget this little guy in the front who's covered in ink.
He's just happy to be there.
He's so cute. I love him. And this is a fun game called TFT Doesn't Read Japanese and hopefully remembers which door is which.
He's got the map memorized.
One has to
There's-
imagine, and yet, who among us hasn't gone through the wrong door once?
1,700 hours in the game.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
I think it was
He's practiced this once or twice.
1640 that we were roasting you about when you opened your Steam.
It seems kind of low to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll put it together.
Don't have
later.
2K hours, casual.
So notably an unfortunate consequence of night in this game is that the music extremely chills out. It is a little bit funny as the sun is rising in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
We are at night. We are in vibes mode. But first things first, we do have to make it to the Phase 2 dungeon. No clever portmanteau available for the areas in order to collect a couple of extra seeds, because as Roger mentioned, the major fetch quest of True Ending is to get all 50 seeds that are scattered everywhere in this game. And so in order to do that, we're going to start with the old watchtowers, which is actually the final Phase 2 dungeon of the game. And in order to do that, we need to take a very particular elevator. So we are going to be lighting some additional braziers around Castle Lockstone in order to summon this elevator to take us to the watchtower. You can see, we're going to spend a lot of time looking at this elevator dais right here.
Yeah, it's very nice in like casual playthroughs, the way the music changes at night. It's a really cool like effect after you've played so much of the game to unlock night. Also, I'm sorry, does the Lord of Doors have a bonnet on at night? Am I crazy? Like, did I see that? It looked like they had like a little like bonnet, like they were ready to go to bed.
Who's the Lord of Doors?
Yeah, who's that?
I guess we have not mentioned the Lord of Doors this whole hour. The Lord of Doors is the main antagonist of the base game.
I thought we were running against the clock.
We are, and that was an absurdly clean puzzle skip. That's a very hard skip. Some more nonsense geometry. TFT like got up onto a side platform and then rolled onto the railing, despite it being spiked like the entire way. You can just roll on and then roll off that, and that was again so clean.
Yeah, it's really nice to see them get that first try, because if you miss, this is about 16 seconds or so.
Yeah, you have to walk all the way back to the start of the room in order to like set up the hook shot chain to get onto the geometry.
Yeah.
And with that, we are coming up on our final brazier for the elevator. Now, after this brazier, TFT is going to save and quit with the aim of skipping the cutscene that summons the elevator. The problem with this is the game has kind of a failsafe where when we load back in, we still have to watch just the elevator being there. We don't get the cutscene, but we get this elevator PNG. It's like, what?
It's 13 seconds.
13 seconds. You better appreciate this elevator.
I'm just taking it all in right now.
Yo, can we get some $13 donations with your favorite elevator?
Doesn't have to be from Death's Door. It could be any
Yeah, it could be any elevator you like.
My favorite elevator is the elevator in the Bureau of Balance in the Adventure Zone. One person in the
one woo for that.
Yo, someone online right now is like, yeah. Are we gonna get
this
blessed?
this guy's called Armdig.
Yo,
As you can see,
I'll take
he's
that.
got some very powerful legs. Rivaling leg day.
Thank you for just no-selling that completely. But when we come up to, as we transition between Castle Lockstone and Watchtowers, we hit like kind of a plot area called the Camp of Free Crows, which is actually where the true ending is going to take place at the very end of this game. But mostly we're just kind of rolling around at the speed of crows. So, Cherry, how are things going?
Oh, the crow love has been so much, and I have to tell you about it right now. So we have $7.77 from All Hail Bolus. Note that on screen is an excellent Corvid donating from my lovely partner's flat where we will be watching all week. Let's go fast and greetings from Germany.
Hi, Germany.
Thank you so much for your donation. We also have a $25 donation from Alex KMZ316. I didn't know anything about this game until my friend suggested we get up to see this run. So here we are in the second row, wearing pajamas and a little tired, and I'm crow-key obsessed with Death's Door now. Thank you so much. And shout out to all the people who came to support this in person in the early morning vibes here at STDQ.
Y'all are so real for this. We love you.
It's truly such a good video game.
And is the Steam summer sale still happening?
It is.
It's $4 right now.
$4
Buy
for
this
summer
video
sale?
game.
As Aggro Crab would say, that's basically $3.
Yeah, you can spend $4 on one of the best indie games in recent memory and still have like everything but $4 left over to donate to MSF. I didn't want to. There was no value that felt right. Just listen. It's 6 in the morning.
So you'll see TFT, he's lighting these beacons that are just like kind of around. You can't really light them unless it's nighttime. There are 6 of these beacons, and it's going to give us our first truth tablet. Even though we've been working toward the seed truth tablet by planting all of the seeds, this is actually the first tablet that we receive in its full glory, whatever you want to call it.
It's full truth.
It's full truth, yes. They do all have the truth eye on it, so.
That arena is infuriating because for whatever reason that laser refuses to hit you once. If you get hit by that laser, it will hit you twice just cause.
It does not respect your iframes at all.
What are iframes? There we go. We're gonna see some swag movement from TFT here real quick.
Hopefully. We'll give it a shot.
I believe.
Schmovement, as the kids say.
Remember how Happy said that you can just kind of go wherever? Just, yeah.
Nice.
Isometry good.
Yeah, the walls in this game are made of floor.
There's another really silly one coming up after Ice Arena that when we did the practice run and I saw it for the first time, I was like, what? Pardon me? Because it skips a thing that I was really bad at, and I'm mad that now we could just not do it.
It saves probably about 6 seconds, something like that.
I'm really proud of you for not saying
Yeah, no.
Really proud
yep.
of you. You did some good work here. As someone who teaches high schoolers, I have like I'm on a swivel constantly for it.
And every host is attuned to it at this point.
I have self-control.
Hi, Barb.
Hi, Barb. How's the magnum opus
Does
going?
Barb sleep?
No. She's gotta finish her song, dude.
Gotta finish a song. That's true. Pulling all-nighters to write a song.
Whomst among us.
I do have a question for the couch from a donation that I think needs to be heard.
Please.
We have $250 from Extra Toppings. Wow, so fun seeing you play Death's Door after patiently waiting a quick 2 years since you told me about it. Hope you and the couch enjoy those sweet hot lemon ricotta pancakes. After this, Pancake Pals are with you. One question, how do you know it's a crow and not a raven? And then this is another vote for crows are not water birds.
It's true, they're not.
So if this were a raven, he would actually take up the entire screen. That's it.
If this were a raven, he would be in Baltimore.
I mean, if this were a raven, we wouldn't call him the crotagonist.
Well, that's
nerd.
Yeah, I don't know enough about birds to know the actual differences between crows and ravens. I know that they're both cool, and they make funny noises. And
I know this one's a crow because of the crow stab emote.
Yeah.
Are there hooded ravens?
I don't know.
Listen, my name is a bird, and I don't know this
assume
stuff.
Raven Simone has worn a hoodie at least once. That's a pretty common item of clothing.
And speaking of birds,
Hi, owl.
hi, owl.
I love that his head follows you all the way around. It's so good.
Yeah, just a lot of the little details. And also, we're in Japanese for the extreme optimality of that 1 second, but the writing in this game is so good. It's got such a good sense of humor.
JP Restream. Mite kurete. Arigatou gozaimasu. Appreciate you. You guys are great. I'm wearing my t-shirt that says player in Japanese that Quack's girlfriend made.
And with that, we are into Ice Arena. This is sort of, if Water Arena is what burns out casual players, this is the death of speedrunners. Ice physics is not fun in any video game for speedrunners because not having control of your character is not great. And this is a whole multi-wave combat arena. The phases sort of overlap. You don't actually have to kill every enemy in one wave to start the next wave. TFT is basically trying to stay on the few non-icy platforms as much as possible and move with hookshot when it is feasible to do so, because you don't have to deal with the annoying ice physics when you are legally a projectile.
Legally a projectile.
Yeah.
That guy's just having fun. He's just rolling in the corner, making his own fun.
Love the bomb strats on the hammer, bro. Please be careful.
Okay, I think we're safe here.
Is it an ice arena if you don't go down to 1 health?
Yes.
Also, apparently, and this also infuriated me during the practice run, you don't have to kill that guy. You can just finish Ice Arena with 1 enemy still alive. Smart.
Yeah, we got the health right there.
Fair and reasonable.
It is perfectly normal to, slip off of this isometry skip that we're about to do, so the heal is very smart.
That's a very fun boss fight in that room that we will not be doing.
And also, Knight does unfortunately remove 3 of the best music tracks in this entire game. The Phase 2 dungeon themes are some of my favorite music in video games. Play this game.
I'm criminally terrible at names, but shout outs to guy who wrote music for this game.
David Fenn.
David Fenn. I remembered David, which I'm proud of, but then all I could think of was David Wise, which is
I thought you were going to say the statue.
not.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's a few console generations earlier.
Yes, several generations earlier. But also good music.
Also good music, but shout out David Fenn, seriously.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is incredible.
Gorgeous.
And we've picked up a mysterious locket. It's a special tool that will help us later. We're playing that one straight.
So TFT is going to do a quick kill here on this upcoming enemy. We're going to listen for some steps, about 6 in total, and then we're going to hookshot away, and this guy's going to just jump in the water because he likes to do cannonballs.
I'm really glad we found...
Thank you.
Sorry, I wanted to make sure you could hear the 6.
Nice.
I'm really glad we found an audio cue for that, because I remember when I first learned 100%, and I was like, how do you get that quick kill? And people are like, vibes. So it's much nicer to say 6 steps.
Yeah. Well, if you come back to the game,
Yeah,
we can
when
teach you all the setups.
When are you
for everything.
speedrunning Death's Door, Happy?
It's time for our son.
It's the him.
It's him.
This is Jefferson. Jefferson spends most of the game as definitely a human, definitely a human being with 2 legs and eating food and normal human things. But since we have skipped ahead tonight, he has decided to become a crow instead. He wants to hitch a ride for across the entirety of the map. As someone alluded to, I think Roger, Jefferson is his own tablet of truth. I'm trying to, let's see, can I pose him on TFT's shoulder here? We'll see. We'll get him on the chair a little bit. Jefferson's hanging out. Jefferson is notably, like the Flower Quest in Hollow Knight, a can you walk across this entire map challenge. It's a little bit kinder than that if you're familiar with that game. We can take damage at least, but this is critical. Jefferson does admonish you when you get hit because he can feel pain, and in some ways, that's worse.
Yeah. So yeah, Jeffy does a couple things for us, and one of them is changes the way our roll behaves, which is about to become a pretty significant problem because we are about to do the hardest fight in the game with Jeff on our back.
Usually you have strength 5, which doubles your damage from your base weapon. We have strength 3, which means we only have a 60% increase to our damage output. So this fight is extremely difficult.
And we've saddled TFT with the hammer for this.
Yeah.
Good luck, have fun.
I honestly, though, think the hammer makes this fight easier because the chain lightning deals with the adds.
Yep.
So you at least have that going for you. And Stedhone looks really cool with the black and blue around the outside.
Ooh. Ouch, right in my tentacles.
Yeah, when you use that charge attack, it does chain lightning to several enemies, so TFT taking advantage of that when the ads spawn.
Yeah, mercifully, the devs made the HP for each of those ads 1, so yeah. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. What just happened is the boss has this weird interaction where it'll get sent to a different layer of the game, and you cannot hit it with spells anymore. You may have noticed that TFT likes to. Oh no.
Dang.
It's really convenient for this boss to hookshot back to him because you want to get away while they're attacking. So not being able to hookshot the boss, it's a little bit of a detriment.
The good news is TFT is about 13 deaths away from how many times I died to Stedhome last time I did this at an event. So, we're doing good numbers. Stedhome is truly
A super boss for a reason.
It's a super boss.
This is a 1.5 minute long execution test, or reaction test, I should say. Because, well, maybe not the case with the hammer, but usually you have to decide, okay, do I have enough time for 1 slash or 2 slashes? And then sometimes he can fake a telegraph for an attack, and you're just that was so rude of you. Why would you do this?
He will fully wind up for one attack and just do a different thing.
Or he'll just do the wind up and turn and then do the wind up again and then hit you.
Yeah, which is awesome. From a casual standpoint, I think it's so cool that it really feels like an actual battle because it's not just the same couple attacks predictably. There really is some back and forth with it.
You need to be engaged.
But infuriating when you're speedrunning.
Oh yeah.
It is also worth noting that Stedhone's first line of dialogue to you way back at the very beginning of the game is to beg for the sweet release of death. So,
yeah.
So unfortunately, we got the hookshot glitch again. It's okay. We're gonna play a little safer.
Yeah. Fair. Nice.
There we go. Should be a couple hits away.
I was going to say it, but I was scared.
Nice.
I was just about to say that, but I'm like, oh, I'm
I don't think I can make Jefferson clap while also.
GG's, please heal.
Yes, thank you.
GG's Jefferson. And now that Steadhone fight is over, Cherry, if you've got anything for us, this may be a good time.
I do, and I have some updates on our incentives as well. We for the choose the character bid war for Absolem, we have Dark Knight Galandra taking the lead at $83, overtaking Brome. Brome is currently in second with 75, and then the runner favorite Carl, Dwarf Ranger Carl, at 65. There's still just a little bit of time left to get that needs to be met before the start of the Absolem run. That is coming up quick, so make sure to get your donations in. And to help with that, we had a donation from Phoebe from early that I have to mention here. $10 from Phoebe. All right, you got me. Just bought Death's Door. Let's see what can be done here. Hope to join the Discord in the morning. Trans rights.
Trans rights. Let's absolutely go.
This is, fun fact, the most common way that trans people become friends. Bullying each other into playing video games.
It's worked on me before and will again.
I like day.
I like that.
We're going on a romantic gondola ride with Jefferson.
With leg day.
Leg day is just like pay no
Leg day
attention.
is the
He can be
driver
part of
and
it.
also part of the throuple. And now, God, Jefferson, that is a cursed noise, my guy. Now we are on to Ava 4. There's a secret 4th Ava at night.
Yeah, ordinarily, we may not have seen it when we first entered Overgrown Ruins, but like this whole area is flooded during the daytime and the water drains at night, so you can only access this Avarice after beating the game. This Avarice is
Mean.
nasty.
It's so mean.
It just hates you.
It's just mean. It's, you know, if you're gonna put a post-game super arena, there's certain things you would expect to do with it, and the devs do all of those, and worse.
Yeah, it does do a great job of showcasing the enemy variety in the game. Like, there is just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I forgot there were 2 of them with the Smo.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the, you know.
Yep. I think this is just really unfortunate with the really fast turns.
Yeah, so TFT is fully improvising on these Smos because of the fast turns. So this is a very difficult enemy that we usually have a quick kill for, that TFT is just improvising on now, which is super impressive.
Yeah.
And that is, I believe, is that the only 2 gold hammer bros in the game? Is Bomb Arena in here? Is there
There's one in Flooded Fortress. We don't fight it at all, but it's there.
Where?
We'll pass it. It's right after Mage Hook.
Oh, yeah, there is. You're so right. And now there's more spiders.
Yeah, and the giant spiders spawn spiders when you hit them.
No, TFT is doing a masterful job of not dying. It's actually optimal to have 1 HP at this point, because if we damage ourselves with a bomb after this is over, we can warp, like Death Warp, back to the door, and it saves us the walk back, and it's probably about 15 or so seconds. So it's a nice time save, and I have full faith that this is gonna work out, and TFT is gonna.
If the
not
spiders
die.
behave, thank you, spiders.
Yeah, fun fact, you don't need to kill them for the Avarice to end, so
Let's go.
amazing.
Very nice.
And we're perfectly set up for this Death Warp.
Nice.
It was optimal the whole time. I
whole
was
time.
breathing during that.
I was
Yeah,
too,
same.
I promise.
Okay.
Very nice recovery from the Smo. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, that was really impressive. And who among us hasn't sweated their way through an Ava with 1 health?
This is true.
Never?
Oh, no. I have. I'm so used to the raising our hands bit.
My bad. I did set up, comedy comes in 3s, and I did set up 2 rounds of that and then change it the 3rd time, so that's on me.
That's,
I did a bad job here today.
Speaking of comedy, I have some crow puns.
please.
Oh, go for it.
We have $10 from Daisho. The difference between a crow and a raven is down to the flight feathers they have, known as pinions. In each of the wings of a crow, they have 1 less than a raven. So the difference between a raven and a crow is a matter of a pinion. Thank you so much for your donation to MSN.
Bravo.
Daisho.
Bravo. That, yeah. That was certainly a joke.
That was, yeah, a joke of all time.
A joke of all time. That was actually a deeply Japanese joke. I'm not shocked it came from the user Daisho.
Yeah.
Just like a long walk to a short pun is deeply Japan humor.
It's also after my own heart. We groaned, but out of respect. So this is Flooded Fortress. We don't see a huge amount of it. We will still see plenty for some collection, but at the start, we have these narrow walkways that are the origin of the phrase and beloved copy pasta, crows are not water birds, because if you want to keep optimal speed up across all of these walkways, you do have to be like rolling constantly and cutting angles as tight as possible, and you will drown doing it. You will drown many times.
And also, gate skip, which, do we do gate skip anymore?
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what's more important is that we're about to see a drown warp. So at the end of this like little platforming section, there's going to be a little pedestal that's where where Jefferson's tablet is going to spawn. And if TFT moves on the correct path, we can avoid a hazard respawn like checkpoint. And after we've collected, very nice. After we've collected the tablet, we can dunk ourselves in the water and get a more favorable spawn position, which lets us skip going up one of those ladders, which, as you can see, is very, very slow.
Yeah, it's not the thistle skip, but it is a thistle skip. Nice.
Very good.
T for TFT.
Easy every time.
We also get this fun walking animation while we're waiting too.
Just keep your back to the ancient god of the sea or whatever. No, it's fine.
And do little steppies.
And there goes Jefferson.
Bye, Jeffy.
It's very
This is like handmade. I'm not just going to whip it into the audience. You can stay here, buddy.
Yeah, having grabbed our next tablet, if there's anything else you got, Cherry, now's a great time.
I do. I have some updates on some bid wars and an incentive as well. So Brome has retaken the lead in the Choose the Character bid war for Absalom. That is at $85. Dark Knight Galandra is behind at $83, and then Carl is still behind in third at $65. In addition to this, we also have our incentive open for the Jade Blue Bunny cosplay for Dragon Quest XI, which is coming up after Blue Fire a little later this morning. And if that meant that we are at 85% met for that, we are less than $500 from that incentive. So make sure to get that met, because you are not going to want to miss Jarakendra's cosplays. That she has done this before, and she at GDQ, and those cosplays are super cool. So make sure to get those in. And to help meet that, we had a donation here from $25 from That Wind Bliss. If there is one thing you all want to see, it is the Blue Bunny cosplay for Dragon Quest XI. The runner put in a lot of effort to make this Jade costume, and it would be a shame if it wasn't showcased. The people need to get this dedication from such an amazing individual. Let's get that incentive met. It is for a good cause. Faye Kitsu says trans rights, and absolutely, let's get that met. It's all going to MSF, helping people around the world, so I believe in y'all, chat, to get that met.
Yeah.
All right. Coming up here is, I don't know if I want to call it the most cursed skip in this run.
Oh, it
but
is.
It kind of is.
We have early night in this run.
No. This is pure RNG. So what TFT is doing is he's going to wait for this mage to spawn over that little platform up to the left, and we really can't do anything about it until it actually just goes there. And full sunk cost fallacy is, I mean, surely it's going to happen at some point, right?
Mage Hook's back.
There we go, yes. Fourth tries the charm. Yeah.
Still faster than going around, even with
One of
that
my favorite
amount.
naming conventions in video games is the int convention. When you have a trick and then you find another trick that makes that trick unnecessary.
Oh, yeah.
So the original Mage Hook happened a little over that way near an arena. And then we found a way to not do Mage Hook, so we have Mage Hookint. And now I guess we have Mage Hookintint.
I think I'll stick with the skip nomenclature. Thank you very much.
Mage Skip used to live right there.
And this is, you remember like an hour ago when I said, hey, remember that mages will follow you to the ends of the earth. What if there were 25 mages and they all hated you.
Fun fact about those levers, the enemies stop or projectiles don't once in motion. So if a mage is shooting a projectile at you and you cronk a lever, the projectile will still hit you while you're cronking.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Especially like in some of the cutscenes in Estate and Ceramic Manor. Raise your hand if you've died to a cutscene projectile in this video game.
Oh, yeah.
You doing that as you pulled the lever was tempting fate.
We have three
projectiles coming.
I don't
no iframes.
I don't see the UI. It was tempting fate.
Oh, did we ever talk about why we're just like attacking every door?
Oh, it's just a different way to set up an insta door. So if you remember which direction the door is, you can hold that direction and just kind of walk into its hitbox and interact, and it'll do the insta door. Another way is like if a door is already closed, you can do a heavy into the hitbox and interact immediately, and then that will also give you an insta door. It is very slightly slower than doing the walking one, but still saves time.
Yeah, do you know how much like every fast door over the course of the run adds up to in time save?
It's probably about like 1 to 2 seconds per door. So I don't know how many times we go through the doors in the game.
lot.
It's
We
a
go a
lot.
lot.
It's a
It's
lot.
like a couple
Approaching
minutes.
minutes of time.
Yeah.
All right, so here we're picking up the second. So for some reason, this owl gives us shards. I don't even know if there's like a lore reason behind this, but there are 3 owl shards, and this is the second one that we're picking up right now.
The lore reason is that they wanted you to talk to 3 owls because owls are cool.
Because owls are cool.
True Death's Door fact.
It's true.
Are they different owls?
Death's Door fact. Owls are cool.
They wanted you to talk to an owl 3 times. Jeez. You think I can distinguish owls?
Owl comes in 3s. As they say.
A bird proverb.
All right, you may have noticed earlier that TFT smacked a couple of ghosts, and then they went off screen, and then the screen flashed pink. We're gonna see the end of that basically, where there are 7 of these ghosts, and we need to return them back to their appropriate statues, which includes smacking them until they hit the box.
Until they lock in.
Yeah, exactly.
That one did not lock in. Come on, bud.
No, he's figuring it out. He's figuring it out.
And then from here, we're actually going to backtrack because we used to get the seed first in the game. And then we're like, you know what? Why don't we do this after we have haste 2?
Smart.
Makes a lot more sense.
Reasonable.
We have to wait for those ghosts anyway, so
Yes.
it takes a little bit of
If
time.
you speedrun a plea, if you speedrun a video game, there are probably things in your route that you currently do because you've always done it that way. Mm-hmm. Take some time this week to look at your route and think, could I do this later in the game with a speed upgrade? Because it's amazing how frequently we'll just run a game for 2 years before someone's like, why do we do this?
that? Yeah.
It's really dumb. It's like, you're so right.
That's why it's nice to have new runners. Get some fresh eyes on the game.
Absolutely.
I mean, we also skipped this switchback seed earlier in the game. And again, because we just took a look at all the seeds at some point, we're like, why do we do it like this?
Do as
Can we
many
just
as
do this
possible
better?
when we're
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
But we are sort of coming up on the end of a lot of our fetch quests here. So, Cherry, this may be a good final check-in for this run. What's going on in the world of Absolem?
Absolutely. We are coming up with that bid war is closing soon. We have the choose, as I mentioned, they have the choose the character bid war for Absolem, which is right after this. Frog Wizard Brome is currently in the lead with $85. Dark Alondra is still behind that with 83, and then Dwarf Ranger Carl with 65. I know for a fact that Carl is the meme here, so let's see if we can get Carl some love to take over. I know it would make our runners happy, so let's make sure we can get Carl up there. But ultimately, chat, it is your decision, and it all goes to MSF. So you're kind of getting a little double dip there when you donate. In addition to that, I do have a donation here for more Crow facts.
Always.
I've got $10 from Little Crochet. Other than size, crows say caw and travel in groups. Ravens say gronk and travel in pairs.
Good job.
I also have an $8 donation from Anonymous. You could either buy 20 copies of Death's Door or 1 copy of GTA 6.
I know which I choose every time.
Every time.
Same.
Without a shred of irony. I would rather gift Death's Door to all the homies.
Yeah, to 19 people. This is my favorite swag strat.
You mean the intended strat, right?
Yes, that's my favorite swag strat because I thought it was the intended strat for so long. Because when you play casually, you can just barely see that platform. And the goal from the developer standpoint is to show you there's a platform so that you go explore. But I saw the platform and went, oh, I have to shoot it so that it comes to me. That's a cool little thing. And so I did that, and then I learned the run, and they do it in the run. And a long time later, I was watching someone play casually, and they just walked back there, and I was like, there's a platform behind there?
Very nice cutscene overlap from TFT there. This saves about, it was like 6 seconds, I think. Yeah.
Also, Grandma's evil. Surprise!
Surprise!
Yeah, she turned
Grandma, no!
She turned her grandson's head into a pot. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's her fault that Pothead is shaped like that.
The biggest tragedy of the run is we don't save him.
Yeah. Oh well. You know how you can save him though, quickly and often. Play video games wrong. Play Hot Pop.
Yeah, there is a speedrun category of this game called Hot Pot that is just get to the grandma boss fight as fast as possible and light her on fire. It's an in-game achievement as well. A great beginner category for this game. Also a ton of fun.
Ton of fun. And then if you just finish the fight, you save Pothead. Easy peasy. This area is so weird without music.
Yeah, the music in the daytime is like synced to the pistons. It's so cool. Again, shout outs David Fenn, but I believe I did just see a green flash on the screen. Cherry, do we have good news?
We do. We just hit the $3,000 goal for the Jade Blue Bunny cosplay incentive for Dragon Quest 11 chat. All of y'all were amazing for getting that met, and that is going to be coming up right after the Blue Fire run later this morning. Amazing work. All of it going towards MSF. Chat, you did the thing, and I'm so proud of you. So
thank you, chat.
Yeah. Why is the current winning name for Dragon Quest's protagonist HVAC? Is there a joke I don't know?
He's just chilling.
He's just chilling.
that's my dad's name.
Please, HVAC was my father.
Oh, he's going for it.
Yep.
Nice.
Yo, it's another like very casual, surprisingly evil geometry skip. And we got another one right here.
So we do that roll off to spawn these muck guys, and we can hookshot to them.
Yeah, it's the little things.
TFT just sucked.
No, hookshot is as good as you may think hookshot is watching this run. It's better.
It feels so good.
It mows your lawn. It does your taxes for you. It's truly the upgrade of all time.
It
positive.
adds butter to your lobster. Chat, can y'all donate with other things Hookshot does for you?
many uses of hookshot. Favorite elevator.
All three, first time.
Nothing but the finest donation opportunities here at 6 in the morning.
That's on me.
In a stage in Minneapolis.
That is like the hardest thing to teach to people learning English. Is like on, around, all of those like locationals.
Prepositions and I are mortal enemies. It's fine.
Prepositions.
Man, I forget how much of Inner Furnace we have to do for the seed.
It's the entire thing.
Yeah, there's a seed.
Thing.
There's a seed in the Phase 2 dungeons. There's a seed right before the boss of the area because that's good game design.
Yeah.
But it does mean we get to see all of the area, all of the Phase 2 dungeon.
Is it good game design? Because like there's the door which you can use to heal.
Yeah, but you might not know that you can use the door to heal.
I don't think it would be great game design to be like casual players. You have to walk through a door and then walk back to get your health back. But yeah, that is one thing about, because we have 50 seeds and 50 pots, it's not like we can route like which seeds to get. Like a lot of games where you have to collect 50 things, but there's 70 on the map. It's like, oh, we get these ones because they're, 0.6 seconds faster. But for us, it's like, we have to get every single one or the door doesn't open.
We find our 0.6 seconds, honestly.
Yeah.
No items cut. But we are getting pretty close to the end of the run here. We are in the area where we will deliver the seed fetch quest. So if we can get some energy in the chat, we're hoping that TFT has successfully counted to 50 over the course of this run.
Yeah, has anyone been counting in chat?
If not, we're gonna have some great vibes time while we figure out what happened. But I am full of belief for this runner.
I believe because I truly feel if we had missed one, Roger would have gone.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we're good. I don't want to jinx it though.
All right, so you're saying if there's less than 50, it's Roger's
It's definitely
It's
my
Roger's fault.
For
fault. Come on,
sure.
Roger. Figure it out.
Also, shout outs to our final owl. Or our owl the final time.
Fine owl?
Can you?
Ma'am, this is an Arby's.
Okay, we are chilling because we have one. We're gonna get another seed over to the left of the puzzle, and yeah.
Yes.
This is a really interesting puzzle, but it's the same every time, so if you know it, you can just do it.
Unless you do it wrong, which we have to do it again.
This is a demonstration to the viewing audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like lore. There's actually a very cool mechanic in this game where you can rotate some of the collectibles that is pointless except for this puzzle. It's great. It's like very funny to watch people discover that mechanic is not just for admiring your collection of trinkets. We counted to 50.
GG count to 50%.
There's nothing worse than going up to this door and seeing one of those lights not illuminated.
Yeah.
And who on this couch has done that at a marathon?
That's just,
Yeah, it was bad.
we're here for you, friend.
It hurt. Felt bad.
So we're coming up on the end of the game here. Do we want to start doing outros?
Oh yeah, we probably should do that. Shout outs and such. Do we want to start with TFT?
Let's start with the community because we want to support our community. That store Discord is on the speedrun page, and we're all happy to help. Like, if you want to learn this run, or if you have any questions about the game even, there are just a ton of people who will be happy to help. So support the community.
Time is coming up.
Time.
GG.
All right, so if you guys want to do yours, and then I'll get mine.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, TFT, for having me on this couch. This run got it on backup, or any percent of this game got it on backup a few years ago, and it has been nothing but a delight to see you, and you, Roger, as well, absolutely shred every single Death's Door category. Shout outs to the Death's Door community. It is truly maybe the best community in all of speedrunning I've ever been in. Play indie games, play video games wrong. I'll be back on a couch for another indie game you may have heard of called Hollow Knight Silk Song tomorrow afternoon. But that's it for me.
Yeah, I mean, same. Thank you so much for having me. Every time I engage with this game, I'm reminded how special and beautiful it is. And yeah, I'm very, very glad to be still involved in the community in some capacity, and I should probably learn True Ending. I will also be on a couch again. If you watch Don't Stop Girly Pop in like 6 hours or so, I'll be doing that. And trans rights.
Very nice. Yeah, I've been Roger. I also play this game, and yeah, shout outs to the Death's Door community again. If you want to learn True Ending, you want to learn any percent, TFT and I are going to reroute Hundo. Like, just let us know. We are more than happy to help. We want to grow the community because honestly, we really just love this game so much. Like, we just love Death's Door. So, yeah, come and find us in the Discord, and yeah, I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, and then I was TFT. You can find me at twitch.tv/it's_TFT. Thank you to the commentators for helping me out here. Thank you to GGQ for letting us showcase this run, and good luck to all the other runners.